Located near Tripola, or 15 miles northwest of LY, moving east.
Alright, everybody, we'll get started in a minute.
Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Maynard around 4:10 p.m. Oline around 4:15 p.m. Stanley around 4:25 p.m. Other locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm include Highway 93 and County West 14, Highway 93 and County V68, Volga River State Park, Wabena, Vandalia, Highway 3 and 187, and County Road West 45 and 187. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
A couple new severe thunderstorm warnings coming out now, so I need to figure out what's what here.
Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Buchanan County until 4:45 p.m. At 3:49 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Hognight to Waterloo Municipal Airport, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Independence, Jessup, Fairbank, Hazleton, Lamont, Aurora, Stanley, One Significant Golf Course, Fontana County Park, Littleton, Buchanan County Fairgrounds, Otterville, Independence Airport, Jackway Park, and Fontana Park. Take cover now. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KJY64 in Delaware.
Okay, so we're in eastern Iowa, and severe thunderstorm watch got issued like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago, give or take. There's been this little cluster of storms that kind of originally came out of southern Minnesota early this morning and has been kind of slowly making its way this way. And honestly, it's pretty pathetic. It is just getting severe thunderstorm warned now. There were no severe thunderstorm warnings on it for like an hour up until just a little bit ago. So that's all new. Severe thunderstorm watch goes all the way back a little bit west of Des Moines, but I don't think really anything behind this line of storms is going to even happen. You know, the HRRR and the NAM and the RRFS, you know, none of them are showing anything but this. So we'll go north here. I'm going to stop and get some gas, but we'll go north, I guess, and see what we can find. I'm going to be completely honest with you. If I didn't leave and I looked at radar right now from my office, I would probably be going, wow, it's really a good thing I didn't bother going out there. Because this looks like shit.
At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right on Iowa 13
but
north.
It gives me a little bit of hope. It does have severe thunderstorm warnings on it now, which is way more than it did a couple minutes ago. So it gives me hope that we got something to look at here.
Go past West Commercial Street and turn left onto 220th Street.
We'll stop at this Casey's really fast. Price of gas is a little bit cheaper here. I had to pay $4.09 in Wisconsin. It was ridiculous. It's $3.69 here. I mean, that's That's not good, but it's better, I guess.
With the impact 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half.
They just freaking tornado warned it.
Commercial Street.
They say it's observed. There's no way. God damn it.
Remember, changing course of thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Is occurring with these storms. Daily, do not drive your vehicle through flooded roads. Remains in effect until 4:45.
Alright, I'll be right back. I have no idea why this is tornado warned.
3:50 p.m. A severe thunderstorm was located near Sumner, or 13
They say it's observed. I have a hard time believing that.
miles an hour.
Maybe.
Expected hazards include 60
But-
miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Locations impacted include Bullwine, Fayette, Fairbank, Maynard, Arlington, Stanley, Modena, Westgate, Vandalia, Mulga River State Park, and Albany. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service Office in La Crosse. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. You are listening to NOAA weather radio station KJY 64 in Delaware. The current time is 3:55 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:45 p.m. for the following county: Buchanan, Iowa. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for the following county: Fayette, Iowa. Severe thunderstorm watch number 541 has been issued until 10 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa: Buchanan, Delaware, Fayette, Jones, and Lynn. The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Buchanan County until 4:45 p.m. At 3:49 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Hawkeye to Waterloo Municipal Airport, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Independence. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for northern Buchanan County. At 3:56 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Donatu near Waterloo Municipal Airport, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Independence, Jessup, Fairbank, Hazleton, Lamont, Aurora, Stanley, Watsonican Golf Course, Fontana County Park, Littleton, Buchanan County Fairgrounds, Otterville, Independence Airport, Jackway Park, and Fontana Park. Take cover now. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, in your thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
Hang on. Too many people. We gotta get out of here. I am about to lose it.
3:55 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of
I need to get out of here.
Near Fairbank, or 12 miles west of Owine, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado and half-dollar size hail. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
We just gotta get out of here.
Likely. This dangerous storm will be near Fairbank around 4 p.m.
All right, do we want to go west and north or north and west? Let me see.
Other locations impacted by this tornadic
Let's go west and
thunderstorm
north.
include County Road 3 and W13. Take cover now. Repeating,
Your
a
route may be
tornado warning
affected
has
by
been
severe
issued until
thunderstorm
4:30
warning.
West and then north, not north and west. Yeah, let's go west and north. Should have the roof camera now.
Head toward
The
Iowa
National
13
Weather
north.
Service has issued
At
a
the stop
tornado
sign,
warning for
turn right onto Iowa
southwestern
13
Fayette
south.
County until
Hey, they're putting out
4:30
tornado warnings on our storm.
3:57 p.m. A confirmed tornado was located near Fairbanks.
I don't know why it's
11
confirmed,
miles
but-
west of O-Line, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado and half-dollar.
No, I had a guy get pissed at me.
Confirmed by trained weather spotters.
There was a,
The following impacts are expected.
I ran, I have to go in there to the pisser, right? And,
Mobile homes will be damaged or
Continue on
destroyed.
US 20 west for 8
Damage to
miles.
I'm coming out of the pisser, and this, I didn't hold the door for this guy because he was about 20 years old and able-bodied. 20 years old and able-bodied, and I'm in a hurry, and he was about 15 feet from the door, and it's like, I can't, right? It wasn't going to slam in his face or nothing. You seriously couldn't move over for me, bud? Really? Thank you. Appreciate that. But anyway, so I'm just like, whatever. So I didn't stick around to hold the door for her. And he goes, well, that was rude. And I snapped my neck. I turned around, I snapped my neck around so damn quick at him. I said, well, I'm way more important than you. I said, I know the fucking president. And I turned around and I walked away. And he just looked at me like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Police has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Buchanan County until 4:30 p.m. At 3:59 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located near Reedland, or 13 miles west of O-Line, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. There have been multiple reports of brief tornadoes in southern
Brief
Cleveland County
tornadoes.
and northern
Okay.
Washington County.
Now it makes more sense.
Expected hazards included a damaging tornado. A tornado has been confirmed by trained weather
So there's been
spotters.
brief tornadoes with this. That makes more sense than like an ongoing tornado.
Without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. The tornado will be near Fairbank and Littleton around 4:05 p.m. Hazleton, Audubon, Fontana County Park, and Fontana Park around 4:10 p.m. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 4:30 p.m. for the following counties: Buchanan, Iowa.
No, and then there was all sorts of people in the KCs because they saw what I got out of. They're like, is the storm coming this way? And I was like, yeah, it might be. I said, you've got probably a half an hour to an hour. Where's it at? And I said, honestly, I'm not sure, but it's northwest of here, and I'm like trying to walk by them. And like, what time? I said, I don't know. I'm like, you've got probably a half an hour to an hour. And I said, just keep your phone on and pay attention. I'm like, well, where's it at now? And I was like, once again, I'm not from here. I'm not familiar. It's northwest of here. You've got 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, I don't know how much more clear I can be. Like, I just got to get out of this gas station, man. That's all I could think is like, I got to get out of here. At all costs, get out. I mean, the people mean well, but there is that thing, though, when it's like, when you're really, really in a hurry, sometimes you just gotta kind of get out of those situations. It's just easier to remove yourself from the situation. Well, just after I told you guys that today was going to take a shit, it looks like everything's getting a little more interesting now. So that makes sense, though. Usually that'll happen as the day goes on. We're probably getting these storms into a little more favorable environment, maybe some more instability. I don't need a fly swatter. I need a QR code that I can just hold up when people ask me stuff when I'm in a hurry, and it just takes them to a website that says like, you know, this person is in a hurry. This person does not mean to be rude. Like, this person is leaving now. I don't know.
Will occur.
Just hold up a sign.
Damage is likely. This tornado will be near Fairbank and Littleton around 4:05 p.m. Hazleton, Otterville, Fontana County Park, and Fontana Park around 4:10 p.m. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for the following counties: Buchanan, Iowa. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for northern Buchanan County. At 3:56 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Donahue near Waterloo Municipal Airport, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Independence, Jessup, Fairbank, Hazleton, Lamont, Aurora, Stanley, One Significant Golf Course, Fontana County Park, Littleton, Buchanan County Fairgrounds, Otterville, Independence Airport, Jackley Park, and Fontana Park. Take cover now. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash.
Probably going to keep going west, honestly, until, because there's several north
The
options.
National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for.
Because this is all dropping kind of southeast, or southeast.
At 3:57 p.m., a confirmed tornado is located near Fairbanks.
Go north out of
11
Winthrop.
miles west of Owine, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado and half-dollar-size hail. A tornado has been confirmed by trained weather spotters. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. The tornado will be near Fairbank around 4 p.m. Owine around 4:10 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include County Road 3 and W13. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning is in effect until 4:30 p.m. for the following county: Fayette, Iowa. A tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for northwestern Buchanan County. At 4:02 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located near Fairbank, or 12 miles west of Owine, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards.
Okay, moving southeast at 40, which is puts us in a good spot here.
A tornado has been confirmed by trained weather spotters. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornado will be near Fairbank and Littleton around 4:05 p.m. Hazleton, Otterville, Fontana County Park, and Fontana Park around 4:10 p.m. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for the following county: Buchanan, Iowa. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KTY 64 in Delaware.
Okay, so most of the rotation on this is crapped out. That's one of the things that I don't really like about this area. A lot of these weather service offices will continue these observed tornado warnings for little spin-up tornadoes. You can get a spin-up tornado that's barely anything in a cornfield that lasts 17 seconds. And then is gone, the wall cloud dissolves, and the storm's no longer really producing a tornado. And for 20 whole minutes, they'll have an observed tornado warning in effect. And I really, that's something up here that it's the way that I guess some of these offices up in like the Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin tri-state area, that's just common for them, and I really am not a fan of that because it gives the impression that there's this tornado down doing damage, and there's not. You know, we even heard the report there, you know, brief tornadoes had occurred. You know, and then the Weather Service warning says, you know, damaging tornado, you know, you could be blown away kind of thing. And I don't like that because it's kind of not true and kind of pisses the public off because then the public doesn't listen to us. So I understand why they keep those warnings observed, but the rotation is decoupled. It's almost certainly not producing a tornado, and it's almost certainly not been producing a tornado for several minutes now. I really wish they would bump those down to radar indicated. I think that would be the most appropriate thing. To keep the tornado warning in effect makes sense, but it should be bumped down to radar indicated, you know, because it's radar indicated, not observed. So I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion, you know. It's not really a judgment call. It's just kind of a talking point that I bring up because I've always it's kind of irritated me a little bit. Because people sometimes take action only for observed tornado warnings. I know sometimes hospitals, schools, whatever, they treat observed tornado warnings different. I've actually got a pretty unique opinion about warnings. I'll save it for another day, but no, I'm not saying they're making a bad call with the tornado warning. I'm just saying that I really hope that they bump that down to radar indicated because that would be the most appropriate here, I think. Unless something's going on that we don't see. But I haven't heard law enforcement, fire. I haven't heard anybody come in with any new reports since what we had a little earlier. I imagine we would have by now. So we're gonna start kind of working our way north, I guess. I assume they actually might even drop these tornado warnings. I'm sure they'll keep the severe warning though. It's for 70-mile-per-hour wind. So you can almost guarantee they're gonna keep the severe warnings, which makes sense. This guy is just really concerned about being directly 6 inches off of my bumper, and I don't know why. Three miles we go north. This kind of keeps us out of Independence, so we don't have to deal with traffic lights or whatever might be there. It's been a long time since I've driven through there. I don't remember what the stop sign and traffic light situation is. But the storm's just a couple miles away. I don't really see any storm structure yet though. Little tiny bit of a radar hole here.
A confirmed tornado is located near Fairbanks, or 7 miles west of OY, moving east at 35
They're still
miles
saying
an hour.
it's confirmed.
Expected hazards include a damaging tornado and half-dollar-sized hail. The tornado has been confirmed by trained weather spotters. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Overruns will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs will occur. Tree damage. This tornado will be near O-line around 4:15 p.m. Other locations impacted by the
side of the road.
Thunderstorm include County Road 3 and West 13. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. A tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for northwestern Buchanan County. At 4:13 p.m., a confirmed tornado is located over Fairbank, 47 miles.
Yeah, so they're saying that there's a confirmed tornado over Fairbank. And that was updated at 4:13, which is now. I don't see anything on CC. CC is really messy right here, and it's also scanning really high. Who issued this? Was it Quad Cities? No, this was DMX, wasn't it? No, it was Quad Cities. That explains it. Okay. I didn't say that. Sorry, not sorry. Called that one. But anyway, I would imagine if this tornado were on the ground, we would be getting reports over the radio and social media of it. At one point, it was down. I didn't see any pictures, but I do believe at one point it probably was down because the warning text said that the report was there were several brief, like small spin-up type tornadoes that had occurred, which, okay, you know, I believe that based on the way radar looked, but that was also almost a half an hour ago, so we got to be a little bit cautious with these reports, or I guess lack of reports, really, on this warning here. My camera controls are backwards here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so they just updated this and they're saying it's on the ground, but I don't know, guys. I don't get it.
Until 4:30 p.m. for northwestern Buchanan County. At 4:13 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Fairbank, 47 miles southwest of Line, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include a damaging size hail.
I'll be honest with you guys, I can't even pick out the rotation on velocity no more. Maybe you guys can, not moving, but I don't even. This is a bad spot for radar. We're a little bit too far away from Des Moines, DMX, to get a good view. And we're just a little bit too far away from La Crosse, which is ARX, to get a good view. And we're a little too far from DVN, which is Quad Cities, to get a good view, but that radar is apparently down right now, so. This is just a bad spot for, it's a little bit, I wouldn't call it a radar hole compared to some of the other ones around the world, but the country, but it's definitely a pain. New severe thunderstorm warning on the southwestern stuff down by Waterloo. Severe thunderstorm warning, 60 mile an hour winds, 1 inch hail. Can I get off here? I'm looking for a spot we can pull over where we're not blocked by corn. You guys can probably see better than I can. Okay, I got a bean field here we can see over.
The tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for the following county: Buchanan, Iowa. Severe thunderstorm watch number 541 has been issued.
Yeah, name your source with that tornado on the ground if you could, please. Because we're not hearing any reports come over the radio whatsoever. And I'm not quite sure. We have a suspicious lack of reports here. If you could let me know where you're getting that from, and we can start paying attention to that then. Because that's this storm. I don't see no tornado. I do see a lowering. There have been some weak spin-up type tornadoes on this off and on, though. That was a little while ago. This is a populated area, though, so I'd imagine, you know, if something does happen, there will be pictures. There will be some sort of evidence. You know, it's not going to go unnoticed. All right, next bean field, we're going to stop and look. I just can't see over the corn when I get out of the truck.
hazards include 70 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage.
Continue for
Wind
1.5
damage is also
miles.
likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Independence, Jessup, Fairbanks, Hazleton, Lamont, Aurora, Stanley, One Significant Golf Course, Fontana County Park, Littleton, Buchanan County Fairgrounds, Otterville, Independence Airport, Jackway Park, and Fontana Park. Take cover now. Continuing clouds to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
Alright, this might be photo worthy here. See, the problem is, and you know, I talk to you guys all the time, and if you've watched this channel for more than a year, you know what I'm about to say with the corn. It truly is a problem for storm chasing this time of year, because you wouldn't think it would be a big deal, but the corn actually is a big deal because you can't see. You can't see over it, but we got a good spot here. This is a really pretty storm. So there's been some reports of some weak tornadoes back in there, but really nothing substantial yet. 70-mile-an-hour wind possible. Of course, maybe a tornado later on here, but it's not really something I'd start putting money on. Try to get out of here before this hail comes.
Battery very low.
This is a high, like an HP mess. This storm's a mess.
You're aware our CAT is down, so I'm going to start manually paging now. We have a utility fire out at Colgate, JD. I'm going to be paging the park.
Channel 1.
Alright, so they're expiring or getting rid of some of the tornado warnings, just mainly because this is kind of moved out of the area. They've got a lot of like duplicate tornado warnings right now, so they're not dropping the tornado warning completely. They're just kind of cleaning up what's in effect, I guess. Which just makes sense. Alright, we'll go a little bit east just to get out of this. The rain is going to be absolutely blinding here for a minute. And I just don't want to lose a visual here, so. Get you guys spun back the other way because I'm going to be turning here. Quite a bit of lightning.
Colgate and JD.
They're saying moving southeast, but it looks like maybe if we get a little bit over there and just drop south out of Winthrop or something.
backup, I'm going to go ahead and put a call in, so it might just repeat you, but I have your information already gone.
So we'll be a little bit back out in front of this here in a minute. We got a spot we can drop south. It might be the same road we came in on. Be able to get a little better visual here because this is just not. This thing's not tornadic either, by the way, whatsoever. But we need to get a little bit south of this rain. But I didn't want to hit it. This is my south option. I think this might be the same way that we came in on. Sorry, this guy is just aggressive as hell. Alright, I gotta get you guys going the right way. Let's stop, but the second we stop, let me stop. Really? Or my first time driving. There's absolutely nothing concerning about this as for a tornado. The wall cloud is barely even a wall cloud back there. It's just a ragged, like, fragment. There's nothing to be. I mean, there could be at some point here, but this is not like some massive tornado producer. At least not right now. I mean, if something, you know, things can change, but as of right now. Let's just jump on 20 and go east. And then we can drop south. Trying to see which way I want to point you guys here. This thing's it's a mess. Like, we got a big HP blob is what we got, which is fine, but kind of makes sense now. Like, for a while there I thought we were going to get some like supercell structure with this thing, but the environment today just doesn't really support supercell structure. So it looks like they issued severe thunderstorm warning for the storm southwest of this one.
Located over Port City, 13 miles northwest of Beacon, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards: 50 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Beacon, Urbana, Dicer, Garrison, Brandon, Mount Auburn, Lime Creek County Park, Benton Memorial Airport, Rogers Park, Hopeful Dunes Park, Spencer's Grove,
DVN's back up, by the way. That helps.
This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers 43 and 55. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
This reminds me of like a fall severe thunderstorm, except it looks like summer. Like, this looks like those kind of severe thunderstorms that you get in like November. Like, once every 2 years or so up here, we'll get a severe storm episode in like November, when you would think it would be more of a snow thing than severe. Like, this is what they always look like, it seems like, anyway. We may want to consider going south. At least a little bit here. I got a road up here we can take. I think there's a ramp.
Windows and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Monty. Take cover now. The storm has a history of producing tornadoes. Seek shelter now. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for the following county: Buchanan, Iowa. A tornado warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for Buchanan County. At 4:39 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Winter, or 9 miles east of Independence, moving southeast at 45
Come on, car.
miles
What
an
are you
hour.
doing? Oh, nice blinker.
Expected hazards include
Nice
tornado
blinker.
and golf ball size hail. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Monty. Take cover now. The storm has a history of producing tornadoes. Seek shelter now. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for the following counties: Buchanan, Iowa. You are listening to NOAA weather radio station KJY64 in Delaware. The current time is 4:42 p.m. Central.
Go ahead.
The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advice.
Alright, I want to go a little east and then south.
30th and Y Avenue. We have water going over the road.
Just to keep us out of that rain core. It's really hard to stream, you know, when satellite's obstructed, the signal's degraded. Yep, that lightning was very close. Wish you would have seen that one. That was literally like right there. Wow. Holy shit. I wish you guys would have seen that one. I'm trying to get a little bit south. And also east. Iowa's got some good gridded roads. Honestly, I could have just stayed on 20, I guess, but we'll go up here to this next main road, drops south.
Y 30th. 10-4. Do you need me down that way? Looks like Wayne and Hayden are out here now. It's 55. Just making sure traffic doesn't go near it.
Kind of pretty, but strong outlook and definitely not a tornado producer anymore, that's for sure. Unless something changes, which is possible, but I kind of doubt it. Possible, but I kind of doubt it. This road might even be paved. This is not paved. It's just very, gravel is just very dusty here. But that's nice to see. It's been, I think the last time we saw a structure like this, even though it's not that great, the last time we saw anything halfway decent was like this was that first part of July. There were opportunities to see structure like this, but in August or the rest of July, but we had that tropical storm that kind of pulled us away from it. That was more like a tropical disappointment than a tropical storm, but that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. Keep on this for a little bit. Holy shit. That was really close. Really intense lightning out here today. But that's a pretty storm. I like that. Especially considering it's been a little bit on the slow side. Not dead, but a little bit on the slow side lately. It's nice to see something again. It's been a little while. We'll take a left up here, keep going east, keeps us south of 20. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Wondering what that guy was stopping for, but he's got a stop sign, so I guess it makes sense. God, these tires really sling rocks. Jesus. It's pretty though. So they've issued another new severe thunderstorm warning for the area. Possible tornado, 60 mile an hour winds, 1 inch hail. There's no tornado right now. No tornado. Nope. I trust me. I'll let you know if there is. I promise.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Buchanan County, northeastern Benton County, northwestern Jones County, Delaware County, northern Lynn County until 5:45 p.m. At 4:47 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Edgewood to near Quantico to near Fort City, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Benton, Manchester, Marion, Monticello, Robbins, Center Point, Ozana, Central City, Pilo, Charleston, Winton, Earlville, Walker, Albinet, and Lyon. This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers 27 and 43. The main alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. Continuous cloud to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers.
Yeah, I can confirm the lightning.
That's by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash
I can
flooding.
confirm the lightning.
Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Buchanan County, northern Benton County until 5:15 p.m. At 4:38 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Fort City, or 13 miles northwest of Benton, moving
Kind of
southeast
sort of
at
a
40
wall
miles
cloud
an
there on the
hour.
right, sort of, but yeah, a little bit cruddy. Ah, shit, this is my road. I'm just kind of stair-stepping with this thing, you know, you go east and south and east and south, and... Come on. Come on. Sorry, I gotta... What are you doing, dude? I remember my first time using my turn signal. Maybe they charge extra for those now. It was a joke, because that guy didn't use his blinker. I thought he was slowing down for the fun of it, but he was slowing down to turns. He didn't have his blinker on, and I thought it was funny. Now this guy's going about 0.2 miles an hour. What are we doing, dude? Go, go, go. A little more organized. It does look a little more organized, so we'll stick with this thing, give it a shot, fair shot here. Eventually is going to probably roll into Cedar Rapids if it keeps moving southeast like this. We're going to be south of Manchester, Iowa here in a minute.
North Iowa. Apparently, Michael Leitner is there, just got out of jail today, and he's breaking things.
Yeah, this storm's a mess. It's a huge, messy complex. If you look at like Radar Omega, you see what I'm talking about.
51 in regards to this, I have another call.
It's a huge blob.
Sure, female and male screaming at each other. Female didn't tell me her family is in the house and was back to Brenda Leitner. She is screaming at me.
We'll get up here to this main road, stop and take a look at this here.
You had to get off. You said he couldn't down the hole.
Get a little bit ahead of it here so we can stop and watch. Main road up here in like a mile and a half or 2 miles. That's where we're gonna stop. We can just look at this thing without driving for a minute. Yeah, this thing's a mess on radar, isn't it? I agree with that. Nice blue color to it. All right, next road. Yeah, this is a huge blob, and it's probably going to keep moving southeast. It probably will go into northwest Illinois, but I don't think it's going to last very long. I think it will weaken probably by like 7 o'clock or so. Most of the models, and honestly guys, the HRRR model has been dead on. Ever since early this morning, it's been showing this. Basically exactly like it is. So, and it shows it kind of crapping out by the time it gets to the river later on. So I don't think we're looking at like an all-night thing here by any means.
Yeah, there's that storm watch there.
Alright, if we actually take a right and go a little bit south, we'll be completely out of the rain. So we'll go just a little tiny bit south. See if we can find a good spot to pull over here. Take a good look at this thing.
Area.
tornado, bud.
10-4, south of Midway.
Here we are with the tornado reports without a tornado again.
10-4.
That's good God. You know, and it just goes to show it's not, you can't blame the Weather Service for all these tornado warnings that get issued and marked observed when, you know, they get a report and they assume that because it's coming from the fire department that it's credible. Well, not necessarily. Because they're talking about this one here.
It's going to be out here. So
This right here. There's no tornado. We're looking right at it. We're probably going to mark a PM observed tornado warning off of that. That's important, and you can't just automatically like blame the Weather Service because they get so many bogus reports. You know, it's hard for them to tell what's what. It makes their job really hard.
Fire is back to the station.
I'd argue the potato is more likely to produce the tornado, honestly.
Available by way.
Let's pull off and look at this thing. Yeah, because based off that report, you know, they've blown their sirens in this town and everything. It's like, oh, Lord.
Heavy wind. Give me a wind estimate.
It's frustrating because it makes the jobs of Weather Service and meteorologists really tough when all these bogus reports come in. Like, I understand, you know, people that might not quite know what they're looking at might not know the difference between a tornado and just a cloud. But, you know, it's a hard problem to solve, I guess. That's what I'm getting at. Big shelf cloud moving in. Probably some good wind behind this thing. All right. Let's get out of here.
60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. However, we can't rule out that tornado warning can't possibly come out of this. They have had some tornado warnings up in the Buchanan County area. So if you have anything to report high winds, please do so. Hail reports. I'll appreciate it. County 206.
33206, go ahead.
Oh, I think we got another car that forgot about his blinker here.
South Pine Street.
There he goes.
Farm.
Almost didn't use his blinker there. I don't know who the hell that is, but okay.
Base for 309.
Oops, wrong way. All right, so we're coming into Ryan,
Report
Iowa.
of leg injury. He jumped out of a moving vehicle.
We had a nice shot panning around. Really, really blue.
Earlier, it was a left angle.
Doesn't necessarily mean big hail, it can just mean that there's a lot of hail. Kind of a misconception, a lot of people think that automatically means like watermelon-sized hail, and it doesn't. It just means that there's, really what it means is a lot of precipitation in there. It doesn't necessarily indicate hail, but probably hail in this situation here. They're saying up to 1 inch hail, and I think that's reasonable based on radar here. Yeah, it is really pretty. I completely agree. And oh my God, they just tornado warned it again.
Thunderstorm watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather.
Is there actually rotation now?
Winds in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent,
Not really, unless I'm just not seeing it.
No. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet for the latest severe weather information.
Oh, Lord.
Alright. All units out on storm watch. East Lake County has been under a tornado warning at this time.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities
So,
has issued a tornado warning for
5:45 p.m.
northwestern Jones
and
County,
northeast Lake
southwestern
County has been
Delaware
put up.
County, northeastern Lynn County until 5:45 p.m. At 5:02 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Ryan, or 11 miles south of Manchester, moving southeast at 45 miles an hour. Expected
There's the outflow.
tornado. Spotters have reported a funnel cloud.
Oh my God,
The
there's no
following
funnel
impacts are
cloud, I
expected.
swear. I look right at
Will be
it.
dangerous to those
Jesus.
caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed.
Smack my head against the
Damage
window.
to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Under, Prairie Bird, and Buffalo Creek Park around 5:05 p.m. Langley around 5:15 p.m. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 5:45 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware.
Holy
and
shit,
Lynn.
that was close.
Southwestern Buchanan County until 5:30 p.m. At 5:03 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Lime Creek County Park, or near Independence, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect
Well, I just
wind
got hit
damage
by
to
a
roofs,
tree
siding,
branch.
and trees.
Small one.
Locations impacted include
And a plastic bag.
Jessup, Roundley, Lime Creek County Park, and Independence Airport. This includes Interstate 380 near mile marker 55. Take cover now.
Holy shit.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued.
All right, we're getting smacked with 70 mile an hour wind right now, at least. Because that was a pretty damn big tree branch that came out of the top of that tree when I was spinning the camera around. Holy shit. We got 70 mile an hour wind gusts easily. Holy Christ. Glad we're out here where there's not much debris to fly around. We're a little bit ahead of the storm. I think the storm... mile ahead of the storm, and we're just getting the wind out of it already, so it's got like a gust front ahead of it, I think. There's no tornado, guys. Folks, there is no tornado. No tornado. Strong winds, though, on the higher end of severe thunderstorm warning winds here, too. They'll probably up this to 70 miles per hour. I wouldn't be surprised. There's really nothing to show you guys on this camera. We've lost the structure. We're kind of getting swallowed by this thing. They warned side lobe contamination. Did they? I haven't even looked at velocity. I mean, I believe you. This really seems like an outflow dominant storm, mostly just, like I said, it's like we've got this gust front ahead of it. And we're not, this isn't like an RFD gust front. This is like, the storm is shit its pants type of gust front, you know? Like, it's over type thing. At least for tornadoes. Let's drop south and see if we can get in this some more. Every bit of like 70 mile an hour wind gust there. Not widespread, but that little area, every bit of 70 mile an hour wind gusts for a brief period of time there. Every bit of it. So there might end up being some power outages out here. Trees down.
692, go ahead. I copied the other.
We have hail here in town, but I cannot see the diameter of it with the wind and rain.
10-4.
I bet that hail's not that big. Seems like they're keeping the hail at 1 inch. I don't think they're terribly concerned about hail on this one. I'm not really either. This is turning into a wind problem, not a hail problem. Although there could be hail in it at, at points. Try to focus you guys through the rain there. Hang on. Should focus itself in a second. Slow down here in case somebody comes out of this intersection. We're good. Our next road, we're going to take a left. We're going to have some here for a minute, guys. Out of, unfortunately.
Windows and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Cowgirl, Prairie Bird, in Buffalo Creek Park around 5:05 p.m. Langley around 5:15 p.m. Take cover now. Repeating, the tornado will have an issue until 5:45 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, Jones, and Lynn. The National Weather Service in the Quad.
Now what? Ooh, that was some strong wind. Blew me right across the road. Holy smokes.
South Central Buchanan County. Northern Lynn County, 5:10 p.m. Severe County Fairgrounds around 5:15 p.m.
Watch these power lines. I'm worried. Some of these poles are moving.
Central City area.
Interstate 380 between mile 1 and 39. Take over now.
Yeah, some of these poles are swaying, guys, a little bit. The ones that look like they're old, anyway. So I'm keeping an eye on the power lines here. We're getting smoked here. I would imagine we've got 40 mile an hour sustained winds, probably gusting to 65. That's just kind of a rough guess. I nearly got blowed off the road back there. It hit me so hard.
Until 5:45 p.m. At 4:47 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending.
It drops south to that D42 road. It's the next road.
Moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include...
We'll get out of this core and get better signal here in about a mile. Looks like there could be a hail core popping up there right by Ryan, which is to my northwest.
Walker, Albinet, Caldwell, Hopkinton, Quasqueton, Lamont, Delhi, and Ryan. This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers 27 and 43. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. Continuous cloud to ground lightning is occurring.
They're saying 3-inch hail now, so they just upped it. That's definitely new.
A tornado warning remains.
But that's off to our northwest. Thank God it's not here. That's going to be just south of the little community of Ryan.
At 5:13 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Maryburg, or 13 miles south of Manchester, moving southeast at 45 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado and 3-inch hail. Spotters have reported a funnel cloud.
I wouldn't worry about the funnel cloud. I'd worry about the apple-sized hail at this point. Holy smokes. That's a big problem. We got a little bit of time here. I think the power... No, there's power.
Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near. Take cover now. A tornado warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, June, and Wisconsin. The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Buchanan, northeastern Benton County, western Jones County, Delaware County, until
Oh my God, you think you're in a hurricane.
at 4:47 p.m.
Holy shit.
Thunderstorms were located along a line extending from the stationary Quasqueton to near the
Let's get a little bit out of this. I'm going to break my back window here.
expected hazards include
If we don't start moving a little bit to get out of this, we're going to break my back window.
the following impacts are expected.
Because there's going to be rocks and shit in this. Yeah, right there. Just kind of slow roll a little bit east.
Atlanta, Central City, Halo, Charleston, Louisville, Walker, Albinet,
At least for out here where, we don't have like...
Delhi, and Ryan. This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers 47 and 43. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spawn a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. Continuing clouds to ground lightning is occurring with these.
Yeah, guys, I didn't want to go south with these northerlies. I didn't want my back window blown out on these gravel roads. So we'll take the next road south. Get a little bit out of this heavy wind here.
Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms, and many flash flooding.
Holy crap.
Drive your vehicle until 5:30 p.m. At 5:30 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Lime Creek County Park, Orchard Independence, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations are Independence, Dallas, and Independence Airport. This includes Interstate 380 near mile marker. Take cover now. The tornado warning remains in effect until 5:35 p.m. for northwestern
Your wife is leaning behind me in the picture.
Take cover now. Repeating. The
Thank you.
tornado warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for the following counties.
Holy Jesus. God, guys, it's going to blow me off the damn road here.
You are listening to lower weather radio station TV 164 in Delaware. The current time is 5:18.
It's getting up under the damn truck, for Christ's sakes.
The fallout of your summary of watches.
This is nuts. Probably just actually take this road all the way into Monticello.
I would guess.
It curves southeast.
Pretty steady, heavy rain.
I don't want to be on a gravel road because of the wind blowing the gravel around, breaking windows.
Northern Cedar County, Jones County, southeastern Lynn County until 6:15 p.m. At 5:18 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage were located along a line extending from near Buck Creek to near
We need to get this upgraded to like 80 mile an hour. Holy Christ, guys. They need to upgrade this SVR.
Tornado and baseball size hail. The following or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. These dangerous storms will be near Anamosa, Marion, Monticello, Springfield, Bertram, Montel.
I don't want to drop south because I'm afraid we're just going to get stuck back in.
Into the basement for a small central room and a sturdy structure. Take cover now. These thunderstorms are capable of producing all types of severe weather including extremely large hail, destructive straight line winds, and tornadoes. Move quickly to a safe shelter, such as an interior room, amassing close.
Oh my God, this wind, guys. Straight out of the north. 60 mile an hour gusts here and there.
Indoors immediately.
Most of these gusts are like 45 to 50, but there's a couple 60 in there still. And they're coming straight out of the north. I know the signal's been bad. It should improve. Just be patient, folks. I can't control it, you know. Send those complaints to Verizon and AT&T, I guess. I don't know. Just can't get good satellite out here during this severe weather. What I was mentioning was I didn't want to be on those gravel roads with that.
5 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado. The following events are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Dangerous storms will be near Richmond, Columbus, and West Ridge National Area around 5:30 p.m. This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers 31 and 32. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Repeating, the tornado warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for the following county: Lynn, Iowa. The tornado warning for southwestern Delaware County is canceled.
That's fine. I don't care. It's just a thought. Because I'll be shocked if we made it out of this without any damage anywhere. I might come back and start going through town though.
No, it's gonna take 189 out.
Okay, I'll just stay here.
Alright, this thing's accelerated. It's moving like 55. That's why it's keeping up with us. Like I saw the comment that we should have outran it by now, and I mean, correct, but it sped way up.
Hey, I'm out here just northwest of town here. I heard that between storms was set sight, but I just got very late wind and very late rain right now.
Acknowledging you.
Well, this has been crazy. Jesus. We're not done yet, guys. Just repositioning, because I don't want to be going down those gravel roads right now with the wind. I was really afraid we were going to lose the back window there with them just screaming out of the north. Didn't really expect the strong north wind like that.
City Highway just up on top of the hill there by the cemetery. There's a piece of it. A couple branches in the road, some debris in the road. Looks like people drove through it. It's pretty much gone, but just FYI.
So, tornado or not, folks, significant straight line wind damage is possible with this. So if by chance you are in the area or know somebody in the area, like Anamosa, Monticello, all the way down to through all the way down through Wyoming, Onslow, down into like Mechanicsville, Clarence, let them know it's coming their way. Tornado or not, there's going to be some problems with the wind. Probably going to be some power outages, trees down, whatever.
3 tornado warnings going on and a couple thunderstorm warnings going on. We have the whole gamut that's going on throughout the whole county with this again. So any reports that you have, please pass that on to us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, it runs into the basement for a small central room and a sturdy structure. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms, and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded
Go ahead.
roadways.
Just be advised, we've got more trees on the side of the river. Actually, one on the
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for southeastern Buchanan, northeastern Benton, northwestern Jones, southern Delaware, and northern Lee counties. At 5:18 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Dyersville to Prairie Bird to Oakville to Front, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include
Alright, we're coming into Monticello.
Locations of hazards include Vinton, Manchester, Marion, Monticello, Robin, Centerpoint, Urbana, Central City, Paylor, Shelbyville, Grosville, Walker.
I'm just going to point towards Center Junction for now. We want to keep moving southeast.
This includes Interstate 380 between mile markers.
Forward facing for a second.
Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. These thunderstorms are capable of producing all types of severe weather, including extremely
And a detour. You've got to be kidding me.
and tornadoes. Move quickly to a safe shelter, such as an interior room, a bathroom or closet or basement.
Really?
Clouds to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately.
Detour 38.
Lightning is one of nature's
Okay.
killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder,
For Pete's
you are close
sakes.
enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding.
Can I get
Do
through
not
here?
drive your vehicle through
Yep,
flooded
sure
roadways.
can.
The tornado warning for South Central Buchanan County is canceled. A tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled.
Gotta
The
go.
thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for East Central Iowa.
Can I make a right?
The tornado warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. for northeastern Lynn County. At 5:22 p.m., a severe squall line capable of
Let's
producing both
not
tornadoes
chance it,
and
'cause I can't
extensive
see.
line wind damage was located over Lynn
God
County
damn it.
fairgrounds,
Really?
14 miles west of Santa Rosa, moving southeast at 55 miles an hour.
Freaking kidding me, man.
Expected hazards include tornado. The following impacts
Closed for an event. Well, I can tell you right now that event ain't happening at the moment. I need to get out of town here. How are you supposed to do this? They don't have shit marked. Oh my God. Give me a break, guys.
Due to the reports I'm getting from Lake County, I think we're going to go ahead and set our sirens.
Fuck.
Sounds like a lot of damage.
We might have to go around the damn blockade here.
expected hazards include tornado and baseball-sized hail. The following impacts are expected.
Well, whatever. I think we got it.
Will be damaged or destroyed. Damage
And normally this is a straight shot through there.
will occur. Tree damage is likely. These dangerous
So we're looking for 30. Yeah, they didn't have squat marked.
Orly, Center Junction.
Honestly, it's possible the signs blew over too, so we can't fault them. I mean, they might have had it marked and the little signs might have blown over.
These tornadic storms in Buchanan,
Like that one right there that just blew over.
Stenwood, Wyoming, Clarence, Oxford Junction.
Maybe that was one of them.
Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms.
I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Flash flooding.
Just come back into town on the west side there if you want to start working our way around this end.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 6
I just went down Adams and once I go off and I'm on the south side, down and working my way, zigzagging back and forth north. I copy that.
So I don't know if this is actually legal or not, but I was told that if you come by a driving instructor, see, we were never told this in driving school, but apparently if you enter the intersection when it's green, and as long as there's nobody in front of you, if it turns red, you can still legally go through it. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're exercising that practice today here.
damage to volume, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. These dangerous storms will be near Whittier, Waubee, and Westwood Ridge Natural Area around 5:30 p.m. This includes Interstate 380, 31 and 32. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 5:45 with severe thunderstorm warning for South.
Yeah, with Ryan Turner.
Volume 2.
They
The warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10
Alright, we're going under 151 right now.
Central Iowa.
In a second. And this guy literally pulled out in front of me doing 70 miles an hour. Really? Or 55, whatever the hell it is. Come on, dude. What are you doing, man? This guy pulls out with a trailer right in front of me. You gotta be kidding. Like, right in front of me. Oh, man, buddy. We gotta go.
Get around as long as they watch
We gotta go.
But then a little further down the road, there's a tree down in the eastbound lane, still in the city limits. Slow and get up over the city group. Acknowledge. Copewood City has been notified. Pike is out of town. Our crews will assist with cleanup.
Pulls right out in front of me and then does like 25. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I hate when people do that. It's one thing if you're gonna pull out in front of people, but then you go like 25 miles an hour. It's like, really? You couldn't have waited that 5 seconds for the car to go by? All right, we're making progress now.
Geared up, block road.
Guy out there on the other side of the road riding his four-wheeler might want to not be doing that right now. He's about to have a bad day. He's about to have a bad day.
Albert Road between White and Arabia, there's the great bits watching.
We'll probably want to go over to Onslow and then down to Wyoming. Maybe like go east out of Center Junction, I think would be a good move. I'm pretty familiar with this area, so that's good.
On the left, RDA.
Couldn't understand a word she said.
Been notified they're going to be holding him back going.
Around. There's a branch on it that's connected to the house.
They acknowledge you guys go and respond back to the station, and you can switch out apparatus.
Yeah, this thing's turned into a big windstorm. I really wouldn't be too worried about tornadoes anymore. I would be more worried about 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts that could bring down trees, power lines, things like that. Maybe some hail, but I think the hail threat's going to decrease here and it's going to turn into a damaging wind risk. One thing's for certain, folks, the HRRR really did nail today. Absolutely freaking nailed it. Wind is really pushing me. So we're gonna get overtaken by this thing again, only briefly. Shouldn't be like it was before, thank God. We'll go east toward Onslow here in what, 2 miles, 3 miles? Mile and a half, I guess.
Are you heading out my way by chance?
My God, it is just, the wind is just insane out here. Very impressive. The wind.
Holding on for right now, but I won't hold for much longer. Definitely. Very 101's in a row. Time to help, are you looking?
Alright, Center Junction's this little intersection up here. Just off to the left there. It's like 7 houses. Maybe a few more than that, but there ain't much. We'll go east on E29.
We need it back at 1108 Jefferson, 1108 Jefferson. Currently the female is on the floor and just needs help getting back up. Time is 17:43, KUH transfer clear.
This guy's gonna blow that intersection in. No, don't blow it, dude. I'm coming through. I got my blinker on. Whoa! Well, I mean, to be fair, I thought he was going straight. I didn't see that he was turning there, but man, that was ballsy because if I would have changed my mind at the last minute, he would have been screwed.
The base, he said that was west of 3rd Street, south side, not blocking traffic.
That guy trusted me more than I trust myself.
130th Avenue, 3rd Street.
That guy is much more trusting than I am of other drivers. It's all right. a cardboard box across the road.
Sounds around. But I'm not 100% sure what he's looking at.
I wonder if these people driving the other way got any idea what they're driving into. All right, we're a little bit ahead of this, which gives us some options. We'll probably want to go... we could follow this all the way to Monmouth, whatever you guys say out here. Or we could go, because you're kind of committed once you're on that. Or we could just drop south into Wyoming. God, I don't know. Reevaluate here in a minute. Have to reevaluate real quick here because we're coming into town.
And chainsaws. Several things coming. We'll see what Hawkins will be doing now. We're taking different models. And our chainsaws are welcome.
Kind of leaning toward going east. They're most likely going to issue another severe thunderstorm warning for this half of it. I don't really want to waste any more time going south. Probably just keep going east on this road, guys, because there's a lot of high spots where we can get a good look.
He does have a ride around ETA of 25 to 30 minutes. He's just requesting for someone to possibly either sit with him or transport him to CC for the time being.
Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms.
1737.
Upon a tornado go, it runs into the basement for a small central room and a sturdy structure. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding.
Yeah, let's take the county road to Monmouth, whatever. Whatever you people want to call it. However you speak Iowa, I guess.
I'll be out on, I believe it's 125th. We're moving.
I just don't want to waste time, because it seems like every time we go south, we get stuck back in the rain, and then we don't have signal. Like, let's just keep moving ahead of it. We'll go east, and then that'll take us, eventually it bends back around onto 64 there, before it goes into Makokata. And then, I almost missed the road. And then, there's a lot of high spots on this road where you can overlook, so.
Yeah, you want to call 2 yards. It's going to be pouring.
God, the corn's really blowing. Hopefully this don't flatten the corn out anywhere. I don't think it will.
Yeah,
Window's fogging up here. That's not terrible looking. Stop for a picture real quick, maybe. Let this car go by. I might be able to make that a decent picture, but I need this car to go by first. Come on. Come on. There you go. Ah, freaking power line, man. Alright, that actually does look kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Just get on file line as soon as possible. We're going to be en route to 501 East 3rd Street to assist there as well.
Alright, we'll go as soon as...
Other locations in the path of these tornadic storms include Massillon Park. Take cover now. This storm has a history of producing tornadoes. Seek shelter now. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
Trying to see if I can hold the Kestrel out the window, but it's not quite working very well. I can't get a good reading on this because of the car. Trying to see what the wind speeds were, but I just can't get it out of the airstream here. Alright, we'll probably go.
I have put the majority of it up the road. There is one large tree that I'm not able to move. Half the roadway, so you can get through. Should be fine. If you're there tomorrow or whatever.
So they're saying severe squall line capable of tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage. This thing's really losing its structure though, but it's got some good outflow wind. I can't understand her. It's the second time I couldn't understand her. Tell you what, like I said earlier, the HRRR model was just 1,000% dead on for this. They've got a new severe warning going all the way down there nearly to Quad Cities in front of this, but it's for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Totally lost structure on this.
Extradition is bordering turning pickup only. Tracks for speed. Cleared out the port. And unit 26. Thunderstorm warning from western Clinton County at 6:30 p.m. Showing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 p.m. Western time, owl 1801.
This is a pretty big event for Iowa, even though I think it's kind of starting to wind down a little bit. But
Downward fire. The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Clinton County until 6:30 p.m. Hazard of 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, that's severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 p.m. Western time on 1802.
Pull over for just a second. I want to take a look at what we got going for us here.
Storm warning for western Clinton County until 6:30 p.m. Hazard of 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, that's severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 p.m. Western time on 1802.
Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
Fire. You're being requested in front of field staff on 245 for a tree down in the highway.
Toronto, Lyons, Malone, Massillon Park, Big Rock, Sherman Park, Walnut Grove Park, and Clinton County Fairgrounds. Take cover now. The tornado warning remains in effect until 6:15 p.m. for northern Cedar and southern Jones counties. At 6 p.m., a severe small line capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage was located along the line extending from near Eden Valley Refuge to Clarence to near Cedar County Fairgrounds. Southeast at 45 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornadoes. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. A dangerous storm will be near Massillon Park around 6:05 p.m. Take cover now.
Everyone is sent to.
Substantial rainfall is occurring with these storms, including flash flooding.
Well, let me see.
Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
From G to 22.
The tornado warning remains in effect until 6:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Cedar and Jones.
Trying to look and make sure we don't have a bunch of like damage reports coming in from somewhere.
In the Coconut.
You never know.
Go before right now.
Actual daylight time.
How are you looking out there?
I
Everything else is going to look over and work down now.
think everything kind of came through a little bit uneventful in this area. I'm just checking the map on a few things here. Wind's still blowing pretty good though. I just dropped my phone charger. Hang on, let me pull over in this park again. God dang it. I gotta like half get out of the seat to reach under there and get this. Okay, got it. I don't know if this is actually an exit or not, but it looks like one. I don't think it is, but it's going to be one now. Oh boy. Alright, we'll take off to the east here. This is kind of going out of the area that had the severe thunderstorm warnings, but this thing's really kind of crapping out. So we'll kind of go this way and see if there's any, power outages, trees down, whatever. Dude, we don't live stream just tornadoes. Like, that comment makes literally no sense, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're telling me to end it, bud. You can literally click off of it and do us all a favor, but that's cool. Whatever, man. Never makes you feel important. I'm here to make you feel important. Alright, tornado warning's been dropped completely. Severe thunderstorm warning remains though. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Likely no hail, but there could be some sporadic hail in there. It's going to be approaching the Quad Cities.
Number 127, January 2027. Subject out of here.
God, we haven't been out this way for a while, have we? That gas station right there is terrible. Don't ever go there. Ever. It's like criminally bad. It's so bad. Well, this has been unexpected today. I didn't expect freaking tornado warnings. I mean, we were on a tornado warning basically the entire day. It's kind of impressive. Because I think the storm won't escalate, and it's mostly impossible. Yeah, dude, I don't think anybody told you there was going to be a tornado. In fact, I actually called bull on a couple of tornado warnings today, where I said they weren't necessary. So I don't think that you're quite, I believe what the kids say these days of reading the room here. But I am here to make you feel important. That's my biggest concern, is making you feel important. Or something. Yeah, I haven't been out this way for... You know what, guys? The last time I was out this way, right through here, well, now, yeah, it was kind of a piss-poor winter storm, but there was something out here. It's either in December, January, or February. No, it had to be January. I'm pretty sure it was either December or January. So I remember we stopped at that Casey's in Wyoming back there, and it's a disaster. The people are nice, but the gas station's a disaster.
Did they give you any data on
There's a really good quick trip up here in Makokata.
Do you think it's really traveled up there? We need to have something there.
I don't know if you got every lure around right now anyway, but being out here, you need to keep an eye out too.
Okay, I was just saying if these are bunch of things and kind of get the people back, maybe move on and see what other damage we have kind of in that area.
Sounds like there's some storm damage, mostly concentrated south of Manchester. Between like Manchester and Ryan, like Ryan, like the name. And then a little bit down toward Monticello, basically along the route that we took. That's where I'm hearing all the trees down and stuff. So that's kind of makes sense, because that's where we had the strongest wind out of the whole day. So that checks out.
I
if anybody's been clear up in the new addition, I'm going to send one truck up that way, and I'm going to send one truck south of town, by the Dunker Road, 160th Street, somewhere in that area. Check that. Okay, we're up here in Washington and Davis. Just run through these here real quick.
I did put a Facebook reel up if you guys want to check it out. Some of that wind and everything. I literally put in the description the location of the video, and there's already 6 comments asking me where it was. Typical Facebook. You literally can you could take a picture of a city sign that says like, "Welcome to Makokata, Iowa." You could take a picture of it and then in the description put, "I took a picture of this sign in Makokata, Iowa." And somebody's going to immediately be like, "Where is this? Why aren't you telling us where this is?" Well, I can't help you, man. Like I can't help you if you can't. It's Facebook, people. Like there's always that 1% of people, and anybody who spends any time on Facebook knows what I'm getting at. I'm really, really impressed with the HRRR though, guys, because it really nailed it. It was a little bit off last night. It expected this line to extend all the way back toward Omaha, but ever since this morning, it's really been just hammering this area right here. This is impressive. It did a really good job today. It's done terrible this year, but it did a good one today. Give credit where it's due here. Still getting some of the residuals of this, but the tornado threat is basically gone now. The tornado threat's pretty much over. So we're going to end up going back through this some. So I'm going to go north on 61, I think. I don't really want to go through Illinois. Go north on 61 and go back through kind of the northern portion of this. It doesn't have a severe thunderstorm warning on it, but it's still something. But this part of Iowa is not bad to chase in. It's just there's a lot of towns, and that's what slows you down out here is the little towns. I think everybody will take the rain, though. mean, the rain is, the rain deficit has really been shrinking here lately in the area, but still, I don't think anybody's going to be complaining about getting some rain. I thought that was a turtle. That was like a sock or something. Christ, I got some stories about this town, that's for sure. Don't go to the China Cafe. The O'Reilly's here sucks, right there on the left. Absolute dog shit. The China Cafe is terrible, but they got a good quick trip, which is why I'm rolling in, because I'm going to stop here and grab something to eat super fast. Oh, there's a tree branch. Oh no, I ran it over. Oh, I don't want to get wet. Shit. Well, I don't really know how to do this without getting soaked. I don't know where this lady is going. She's going right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to back into the parking spot because then I could just fling the door open and get out. Versus having to like get out, walk around the car. You know? You don't like this quick trip? I do. I think it's a good one. I mean, it's also been probably a solid year since I've been here, so maybe I can't give a good review. I'll let you know in a second. I'm gonna go get frickin' soaked and hate my life. Oh God. And it's cold too. Oh, it says they're remodeling. Oh boy, here we go. Dumpster fire. Yeah, not good here. Not good.
I just saw it. I normally wouldn't take it, but I was like, I like to see it. Like thin and stuff. No, she's putting pizza slice stickers on the pizza. She did on my other one. Have a good day.
Let's go.
She did this a lot. Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Oh yeah, this one sucks. Big time. Sucks. Worst one I've been in a couple of weeks. Something happened to this one. It used to be a good one. This used to be a good one, I swear. This one is an absolute disaster in there, and it's not just because of the remodel either. Like, it's just, they had like an egg roll and a hot dog, and I'm like, what the hell is this crap? Like, that's not in good Quick Trip spirit. You know, they're supposed to have like literally anything else. But somebody made a comment in there, and of course my chat's not working now to see who it was, but when I got out of the truck, they said that this was one of the not great ones anymore. And I probably haven't been to this one it's probably actually has been 2 years, and apparently a lot changes in 2 years. Because this used to be like my favorite one ever, and now it kind of sucks. A lot. So we'll go north on 61 and I guess drive through this. It doesn't have a severe thunderstorm warning on it up here anymore, but it's still a storm. I'll take it. That was 5 minutes of my life I'm not getting back. Yeah, Quick Trip has been going downhill, and that gets a lot of people from the Midwest irritated when that gets brought up, because there's so many of these like diehard Quick Trip cult people where they think it's just like the best thing ever and they can do no wrong. But I call it like it is. I'll be honest with you guys. Quick Trip has gone downhill over the past, steadily gone downhill the past 5 years, but rapidly over the past 2.
Request at 32 Yale Avenue. 32 Yale Avenue. Could be for a 63-year-old male, conscious breathing. He is on the floor. Wife refers to him as a very large man. She can't get him back up. She does not believe he is injured. She is requesting no lights or sirens. Time is 1825. KUH Fancy Clear.
Interesting way to describe your husband, but okay. Anyway. But no, like seriously, like ever since they started opening all these new stores, like in general, I feel like Quick Trip is kind of taking a crap. Not all of them. There's good ones, don't get me wrong, but I'm noticing more and more not so good ones these days. But it seems like that's any business. You know, they start out small and they're really good, and then they grow, and then they just kind of crap out. Kind of used to it anymore. It's like everything these days. They're still good, just, you know, little questionable. But this was a really unexpected day. I even mentioned this earlier that I really considered turning around. I would have been really ticked off if I would have turned around, but it looked like crap. This all looked terrible until it didn't. And I'm really surprised. You know, sometimes you just got to show up, and honestly, showing up was only a 2.5 hour drive for me, so I can't complain too much, I guess. It looks like it's going to be active, I think Monday and Tuesday, or Sunday and Monday, whatever it is. There's 2 days that look pretty busy up here. So we should have some stuff to do. It's been strangely slow lately. God, this freaking egg roll's burned. Are you shitting me right now? Hang on, I gotta pull off the burnt part. God dang it. Yeah, the HRRR model did really good, because this stuff's starting to die out, and that's exactly when it said it was going to die out. mesoscale discussion. Hold on. Yeah, it just says severe weather might continue. Blah blah blah. I think it's pretty much over though.
Both ways are out.
I wonder if I got enough gas to get home without stopping. Well, this turned out pretty good for us today, especially for being early. Just gotta get up to Dubuque here, and then we'll cross into Wisconsin. But there's also a little, like, tiny little squall line looking complex of storms coming into the Janesville area. So I don't know if we got a cold front here coming. I don't know if this is the leading edge of the cold front or what, but this little complex of storms actually kind of started up early this morning, south central Minnesota. And then started dropping southeast and then kind of developed into this. But I really wasn't sold on today. Really wasn't sold on today, but good thing we're here. Let's see what we got. So severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10, I think. They're probably going to cancel that early, especially off to the west. Realistically, they didn't really need to have it that, in hindsight. In hindsight, they didn't need to have it that far west, but, it's easy to tell now that it's gone through. But this was definitely an eastern Iowa thing. So we did pretty good with the forecast, I guess. I didn't leave my office till 1:30. So this was a quick one.
135, 989.
Yeah, I'm happy with today. Like I said earlier, this was really, I mean, I haven't really seen storms like that since the beginning of July, and that's not because there haven't been any. It's mainly, it was because of that stupid tropical storm. God, that thing was stupid. Like, that thing was pathetic, but there was like 5 days of really decent storms from Nebraska to Kansas to Indiana. Basically every single day of that tropical storm, so we had to miss those. So it's not that there weren't opportunities, it's just they kind of misaligned. And then, you know, the days coming back from that, there was like stuff in northeast Colorado that I could not get out there for because we were coming back from Mississippi, and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's just how this goes sometimes, you know. So is what it is, but because the last like supercell type, you know, intense storms were the July 4th, like I think it was the 3rd and the 4th, or the 4th and the 5th, when we were down there in Oklahoma, Kansas, and then down by Wichita Falls, Texas. That was actually the last time I was out there west of I-35, believe it or not. It's been a while, which is abnormal because normally July and August are really busy in the high plains, like northeast Colorado, western Nebraska, western Kansas. Normally, I spend a ton of time out there. And, you know, August just started. This is only the first week of August. So, chances are we probably will spend a lot of time out there. But it's just really abnormal, for me anyway, to not be spending a lot of time. I normally spend a lot of time out there in Lyman, Burlington, Colby, North Platte, which is some of my favorite places. And then sometimes you get down into the Texas Panhandle too. Well, that's usually where we're at this time of year. We just haven't had that. You know, this entire year has just been weird, you know, and it started off with the lack of the winter storms where you would expect them anyway, and it's weird, and I'm ready to get out of this pattern. I think we're going to get out of this pattern because it looks like this fall, you know, I don't get into these mid-range and long-range, well, I guess it's long-range, but I don't get into these long-range forecasts and climatology. I'm not a climatologist. And honestly, most of it's just guessing. But if you do look at historical patterns of similar years in the past 50 years, I think it's reasonable, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this too, I think it's reasonable to expect that we have an active fall severe weather season. I think that this pattern is going to change, and we're going to get back to what I would consider like normal severe weather activity and normal weather activity, you know, probably for another 10 years, you know. And I say that because this is my 12th year of doing this, my 6th year of doing this as a serious career, but it's my 12th year of doing it in some capacity. Out of those 12 years, this is by far the most abnormal year. I used to say it was my slowest year, but I don't think that's a fair way to put it, because it's not really necessarily slow, it's just abnormal. This is my most... This is by far my most abnormal year that I've ever had. And, if you want to say that there's one really goofy year like this for every 10 or 11 years, fine. Because this year wasn't, a lot of people say that, oh, this year sucks. But these are also the people that will literally post on the internet, oh, we wasted a setup. There should have been like 5 tornadoes today. And like, meanwhile, in the next county over, a tornado hit somebody's house. Like, if you look at this from an actual, like, if you actually look at the number of storms this year and the amount of activity, it's really not a slow year. It's just kind of an abnormal year, because it's like we're having our, like, the beginning of the year, like March and early April, and honestly, even into parts of May, was very, very active in Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. And that's not normal that time of year. I mean, it happens. It's not like it's abnormal. I wouldn't say that it's abnormal, but it's not normal. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but, think outside the box here. But that's not what I would call our normal pattern. Normally we're
Could you please
basically anywhere else.
Just for standby, we got some guys running chainsaws, and just in case something does happen, we have one here.
I'm 10-4.
And it's been a weird kind of and then everything's just been kind of in the wrong place, wrong time. It's just weird. But like, I don't have any good, like, usually every year there's like 2 tornado videos, like clips, where it's like, holy shit, that's cool. I don't have a single one this year. I mean, that St. Liberty or Liberty, whatever the hell it was, Nebraska one, that one was cool. But, whatever. And I don't really, like, I don't care. Like, a lot of people might be surprised by that, but I really don't give a shit about tornadoes. I honestly don't. I'm not here for that. But I was looking through my camera roll, and what's nice, I take everything I do is on my iPhone. So if you go in there, you can sort by like, you can open up the map, so it shows you the map of where you took all your photos. And like, I was just kind of scrolling through it last night for like 45 minutes, and I'm just like, where the hell's all the supercell photos? Like, where's all the structure pictures? Like, what the hell? I've got a lot of like nice pictures, but it's just like, where's the big supercell, like, panorama, like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like, there just aren't. There's a couple, but there aren't many. And that's kind of how I judge my year, is it's like, well, what did we get? Because I'll take a picture of anything, and I'll go out for anything. I don't care if it's a marginal risk, a high risk. I don't give a shit. I'll be there for it. So it's not hard for me to find stuff that I think is really cool. And overall, like, I'm not disappointed with the year so far, because the year's not done yet. You gotta remember that. But I'm kind of looking at it, and it's like, wow, this really was a strange year. So, I don't know, it's been an adventure this year so far. I'm a little disgusted that we really missed out, and a lot of people are bitching about this, not just me. I'm disappointed that we missed out a lot on West Texas Panhandle, and East New Mexico, because there just wasn't that much out there. There really wasn't that much out there this year, and that's like my favorite place to be, because you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and it really is a different world out there. So it's always next year, and there's always the rest of this year too. We've chased moderate risks in February in Oklahoma before. We've chased moderate risks with tornadoes in October in Oklahoma before. So, I mean, who knows? It's definitely not over. I'm already honestly preparing for next season, next year. I am looking forward to snowstorms and blizzards and stuff, though, because I like big snowstorms. Not really in the Northeast. I don't like going to New York. No offense to you folks out there, but the lake effect regions like Buffalo and stuff, a lot of folks are really mean. Like, they just shout at you. They're just yelling at you all the time. And like, if your gas pump is too slow, somebody's shouting at you. If you park where somebody thinks you shouldn't park, even though it's a parking stall, somebody's shouting at you, and it's stressful and stuff's expensive. I'm not a fan of Western New York. I'm not. I never have been. But that's where a lot of our snowstorms are, is Western New York and Erie, Pennsylvania. And I'm just not a huge fan of out there. And I'm not a big fan of going out to Northeast Ohio because I don't like Cincinnati. I don't like Cleveland. I don't like Toledo. I really just don't like Ohio. Ohio kind of sucks. No offense to anybody who lives there. It just kind of sucks. I mean that in a nice way. But it's just my opinion. I don't like going out east because gas is expensive, tolls are expensive. It cost me almost $70, $68 in tolls to drive from Wisconsin to Buffalo, New York. $68 one way, just in tolls. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. And that's if you don't go through Canada. For some reason, Google Maps always wants to take me through Canada, but I'm sure that's even more expensive. But I do like snowstorms out west, like Colorado, right along the Front Range, I-25, like Trinidad. Everybody that's been here for a while remembers Trinidad. That was great. That was that was the most fun I ever had, honestly, with the snowstorm. But you've also got the plains. Sometimes you get some really good snowstorms in Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. But we get some good ones in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Iowa sometimes too. The thing is though, like this area, like this part of the world, handles the snow so much better than a lot of places. We could get 12 inches of snow in 12 hours and nobody knows because it's plowed. You just don't notice it as much as you do out west or down south. Because the farther west you go, the less populated it is, the fewer snow plows, it's harder to keep up. And that's kind of the same if you go east, like the lake effect belt through like around Erie and Buffalo, they keep up with the snow pretty good. I really do like winter storms. A lot, actually. I just don't like the cold weather associated with them. What I really like is, and we didn't get this last year, which is kind of what I was saying about everything feeling weird. We didn't get this last year. What the hell is this guy doing? What's this goober doing? Missed his exit? Blew through the grass? I don't know. But I really like when there's these like Dixie Alley, Deep South, severe weather events. I love Louisiana. I like Mississippi. Alabama's okay. Florida, Western Florida Panhandle, Southwest Georgia is really good too. I like going down there when it's really cold up here and it's like 75 down there. It's almost like a tropical vacation. It sucks when you come back because if you do that drive in a day, you leave your hotel, it's 75 degrees, and then you get out of the vehicle at the end of the day and it's 10 degrees. That really sucks. I tell you, but I really do like those events, and I kind of like it when they go in at after dark because I got a lot of good memories and stuff down there of like the people you run into and a lot of crazy shit. Some really crazy shit. That's happened after dark down there. I kind of like it down there. It's chaotic and it's not really anything that produces any pictures or videos or anything to write home about, but there's always some chaos that happens, and it's not necessarily the storm either. I mean, like every time there's a big severe weather event down there's always some sort of like external chaos. I mean, we had the, like, there was a time the Vicksburg cop like about stole my car. There was there's just all sorts of weird shit that goes on. There was the crazy lady that started screaming at us at the Loves in, I think it wasn't Meridian, Mississippi. Oh, what is it's not Chunky, but it's near Chunky, and I remember the name of that town because it's a terrible name for a town. It's east of Jackson on 20, but it's not to Meridian. It's that Loves that's between there, I think. But that's this crazy lady. Apparently we passed her too fast in the left lane, and she didn't like it, so she sped up and followed us to the Loves and just started screaming at us. And well, I didn't have anything nice to say to her, let's put it that way. And she like followed us all the way to the bathroom screaming at us. I'm like, what the hell, lady? But God, there's, you know, you end up going like Coleman, Alabama is where I usually end up on those nights. Like the Applebee's is great. It's usually open till 1. The Waffle House in Tuscaloosa is great. Just didn't get much of that this last year. Like, I don't really give a shit. And that's where we were going to do it this year, but our budget was a little bit under what we hoped it would be. And it was also a little bit slow, so we postponed it to next year. But we're actually going to do some of the filming over the winter for it. But we're actually working on the 90-minute documentary about what we're doing out here. But long story short, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing, but not really. I wish that we could get some more attention to the lifestyle of storm chasing, because these Discovery shows, I hate them. That show is such a terrible, you know, I'm sorry, they got these kids on that Discovery Channel show, and they're like, nobody, this is literally what they say, nobody's going to get closer than me, I'm going to be the first car there, and all this. And it's like, dude, chill. Like, your testosterone is like, you don't even understand, like, you barely hit puberty, like, you don't understand these chemicals in your body. Chill out. You're acting like you're a dog here. Chill out. But like, that's not a representation of storm chasing. The majority of storm chasers, especially the hobbyists, because the ones that are doing this for a hobby are the ones that truly want to be out here doing it, because they ain't making no damn money off of it. Especially the hobbyists are the ones out here that, like, it's a lifestyle. Like, they really care about this, and it's not this, oh, I want to be Mr. and, you know, Mr. and or Mrs. Hollywood, you know. And I wish that the lifestyle got more attention, because I have more memories that I would consider good, and like things that I, you know, stories and shit that I can tell all the way up till the day I die. I don't think I have a single one that has to do with a tornado, you know. I have ones that they all have to do with storm chasing, but almost none of them have anything to do with the damn storm. It's all about the crazy shit that happens, you know, in and around storm chasing, because it really is a lifestyle. And there's a certain group of people out here who I think get it. You know, and you know, they're people like, you know, the Hanks, the Daniels, the Olbinskis, you know, even some of the live streamers, but not most of them. But like, I'd throw Gherkin in that mix, and or probably not a single one of the other ones, but you know, I'd throw him in there, and like Nathan Moore, I think John McKinney probably too. But like some of, like, you throw some of these, you know, some of these, I say these names because you guys probably recognize some of these people, but you know, maybe you're kind of like reinforcing, I'm kind of painting the picture of what I'm getting at here. But there's these people that like give a damn about this whole thing, but then a lot of these people, it's just an adrenaline dump for them, and that's fine, do what you want to do. But I wish we could get more people interested in the lifestyle of this, because there's like I said, there's just a lot of crazy shit out here. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, the Panama City Beach tornado, you know, Chris Florida, and I throw him in there too. It's Chris Smith from Jacksonville, Florida. That guy would do anything for anybody. You know, I could call that guy up probably if I broke down in Colorado, and he'd probably come get me. But I'll never, we had the Panama City Beach tornado. It was 3:30 in the frickin' morning. Huge water spout comes ashore. And I got there with like a second to spare, and like it's on land already. It's pitch black, power's out. There's power flashes because the power's out. Or the power's out because there's power flashes and shit. It's blowing shit up. And we could see it on stream. And I'm just like, who the hell is this idiot? And the car goes flying by me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's Chris, Florida. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense, right? And I ended up pulling off, and I'm like, there's going to be damage around here somewhere. And there was some pretty bad tornado damage, and Chris comes up behind me, and he comes running out. He's like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. And I'm like, yeah, good to see you too. Let's make sure nobody's dead here. And, that was basically that. We're just 3:30 in the morning in the Florida Panhandle. Neither of us are from there. It's the first time I'd seen him in like a year. We run into each other, and we start making sure nobody's dead, basically, or hurt or injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, you run into people that you haven't seen for a year in the middle of nowhere at 3:30 in the freaking morning after a tornado hit. Like, it's just weird shit. When you drive around hundreds of thousands of miles, what is this guy doing? Oh, she's on her phone. Well, she kind of looks like a guy, but anyway, it's not my fault. But hundreds of thousands of miles. Like, you're bound to be in these really just dumb situations, whether it's like vehicle breakdowns or just meeting crazy lunatic people. It's really not, like, I don't really care that much about, like, you could take storm chasing and swap it out with something else. Like, we could do a live stream going to Love's gas stations and just visiting gas stations and drive all over the country. And it would be like the same thing. Like, I could do that. Like, the storm chasing doesn't actually have to be the thing we do as long as we get to go do something. Just as long as there's something to go out and go see things. Like, there's just so much. And I definitely encourage you folks, if this is something you're trying to get into, yeah, thank you for finally going by, dipshit. I've been trying to get over in that lane for the past 4 miles here. But if this is something you want to go do, just remember, it's not just, like, if you just focus on the weather, you're going to be so bored. Dude, I almost forget the Panama City Beach tornado night. I just remember that interaction, but I remember it was like a moderate risk or something, and it was a bust. Like, everything was a bust except for that tornado. Like, because we started in, like, New Orleans. And then there was the Everglades. You guys remember the damn Everglades where I found the spiders, the giant spiders and shit, and the world's smallest post office? I mean, that was cool. I mean, we've had some interesting moments, and I've had some crazy, honestly, most of the crazy stuff happens off stream. Honestly.
Channel 1.
You meet some interesting people. Just put it that way. Oh yeah, the crabs. Actually, there were a couple of crab episodes, but yeah, we had the most recently. There was January. God, I can't believe it was that long ago. But yeah, it was January when we were out there in eastern North Carolina, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was January. It was like the end of January. Maybe it was at the beginning. I don't remember if it was before or after the ice storm. Dang. But yeah, we had all the crabs. Forgot about the crabs. Yeah, the truck broke down, and that was Uvalde, like just west of Uvalde, or up by Camp Wood or something like that. It was like the worst place for that to happen too. Like, of all places, like the farthest southwest I could possibly go. Like the most inconvenient of all locations other than the top of a mountain in God knows where, Idaho or something. That was a bad week, but we got it all the way to Atlanta. The thing actually shit the bed like a mile away from where I was trying to get to in Atlanta. And I like coasted into the driveway. Like it literally just stopped going forward. And I was like, well, thank God it's downhill. I'm like, wow, that got real lucky. There was that other time my power steering went out and I could barely steer the damn truck in one of those hurricanes in Perry. I forget which one it was. But I remember it was Taylor County because all the storm chasers were out there. I shouldn't say all of them, but all the snotty kids were saying that the police were threatening to arrest them, which is true. The cops 100% said they were going to arrest them. There's a backstory and there's a reason. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with them breaking any laws. It's got to do with them being douchebags. And I 100% am on the cop side with this. But it was funny because all these storm chasers were tweeting out like, oh, these police officers are going to illegally arrest us. And it's like, no, they're not. They're messing with you because you're messing with them. Read between the lines. And I can tell you a good story about that here in a second, but it's funny because they were all talking about, oh, they hate storm chasers and all this. And well, I was on the side of the road right after this hurricane went through, and I was like poking around my fuse box under the hood to try to see if like I could find a blown fuse because I had all sorts of problems. And the sheriff of that county, like the sheriff, that what the hell is his name? Brian or whatever the hell his name is, or Wyatt, whatever his name is. Wayne Ivy's Santa Rosa County is the next county over or whatever, but whatever the hell his name was, he pulled up. And he was like, you need some help? And I was like, well, not really, but you know, this is what I'm dealing with. And he was like, well, you're not going to get anybody to tow it. He's like, if you can't drive it, he goes, I've got a tow strap. He goes, I can flat tow you back into town. And he goes, if I were going to take that anywhere, I would take it to the Ford dealership. I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, he flat out told me that everybody else would basically be worthless to me. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I can get you there. I was like, well, I can probably get it into town and shit. He gave me a cell phone number in case I couldn't make it. And I thought that was funny that all the storm chasers were on Twitter being like, oh, the police they're trying to arrest all the storm chasers. But meanwhile, the sheriff shows up, like the sheriff of the county shows up and didn't say a single bad thing to me. In fact, he offered to help me. Like the exact opposite. Like, I really thought that was funny. I'm just like, wow, guys, okay, I think I know who the problem is here, and I don't think it's the cops, but basically what happened, and this is the same time about the pissing on the bank, but so there was a group of chasers that went down to the beach and they were acting like fools, I guess. And the cops were watching their live stream and they were like, okay, this is not like, we can't have them acting like this. There's a hurricane coming in. Like, this is like, these guys are dangerous. Like they can't be down there. So they actually went down there and the beach is closed at night. Like there's signs up like, closed, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. or whatever. So that was basically their reason to enforce getting rid of them. Like, they didn't want to go down there in a hurricane either, but they were like, these guys are going to get killed. So they went down there and kicked them out. Well, this group of chasers went about 2 miles up the road, pulled into a gas station and shut their lights off. And they weren't really hiding, but they were kind of hiding. And the chasers were like making fun of the cops. Like, oh, they're so stupid. We'll just wait here for them to leave. Well, the cops were watching their live streams. So the cops did a U-turn, pulled back in, and the guy gets out of his, his last name's Vickers. But I think it's like Nate Vickers or something. Like, we actually met the guy. Super nice guy. But this Vickers dude gets out of his car, and he goes, all right, gentlemen, I'm going to need you guys to step out of your vehicle, face mine, and I need all your driver's licenses. And like the guys in the car were like, oh, you need our licenses? He's like, yep. And then another cop pulls up and he's like, all right, you think we should take them to jail for this, for not listening? And he goes, I think we oughta. And They're like hardcore messing with these kids. And I'm like pissing my pants when I went back and watched this, because I'm just like, I guarantee you they were never going to take him to jail, but they were 100% tired of these kids being assholes kind of thing. And they let him go, but they were like, we're going to follow your asses out of here, and you better not come back. Well, I didn't know this had happened. 20 minutes later, we're driving down toward the beach, and I see all these cops coming up with blue lights. And I'm like, well, that's not good, because they're moving. And I'm like, I wonder if something's wrong. And I'm thinking maybe there's a tree down on the road and we're not going to get through. So I throw my lights on and I pull over, and I like flag them down with my arm out the window. They weren't going to stop, but apparently they stopped. One of them flips around, and it was a younger kid. And he comes up to my window, and I was like, hey man, I said, I'm sorry to make you get out in the rain, but, and he just lays into me, he goes, no, I've had it with you motherfuckers. And he's just going off on me. And I looked at him, because I muted the stream, and I wish I hadn't. But I looked at him, I was like, what the fuck is your problem, asshole? That's exactly what I said to him. And the supervisor comes out, gets out of the car, walks over, and he's like, these aren't the guys, these aren't the guys, these aren't the guys. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And this like younger cop, he took a deep breath, he was like, all right. And the older guy starts talking to me, he goes, I'm sorry about that. And like this kid's like beat red in the face, like he's embarrassed because his boss is basically, yelling at him at this point. He goes, we had some storm chasers down on the beach. He goes, are you with them? And I was like, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. And he told me what happened, and he's like, and we basically told him we were going to take him to jail. And he told me the whole story. And he goes, I believe, because the other deputy had walked away at this point, he goes, I think he misunderstood you for them. And I was like, well, I'm coming from the wrong direction. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, I apologize for that. He goes, that's not how we do business. I was like, well, I appreciate that. It's fine. But he was like, you are more than welcome to go down there. But I asked two things. He's like, you wait here for like 5 minutes until we get down the road so that this doesn't come back and make us look bad. He goes, I don't care. You do what you do. We're not going back down there. He's like, or I really would recommend you go back the other way. And he gave me a different way. He's like, I really recommend you go back this other way because there's like 2.5 feet of water and it's rising and we barely got through it. He's like, if you want to go through it, go through it. But I would recommend going that way and coming up from like Steinhatch or whatever the hell the name of the town is. Like, that's the way that I would go. I was like, okay. And they were really nice. But that's how I learned about this entire shebang, because he was like, well, we were watching their live streams and they were being douchebags, and we were listening to them and they didn't realize we were listening to them, and we could have arrested them, and we told them that, and we hope we got the point across. But because I asked him, I said, well, I don't really know what because I challenged him. I said, I'll be honest with you, man. I said, I don't really know what the legality is of telling people they can't be on the state highway. And he was like, no, that's not it. He goes, the problem was we were watching, and it's all over our local Facebook groups. He goes, these kids are out there without shirts on. They're like damn near swimming in it. They're like walking out on the beach with flashlights. He goes, these kids are going to get killed. He goes, and you can tell they don't know what they're doing. I'm like, okay, well, that's fair. And he's like, we tried to not bother the people that look like they know what they're doing. He's like, but when these kids come out here and they look like idiots and they're clowning around, he goes, we can't have them out there. He goes, they're gonna get killed. I was like, no, I get it. I get it. So, God, doesn't that sound familiar? And that was a situation, I tell you what. And then we had the damn we had the frickin' crazy guy with the chainsaw incident that was like cutting trees up and throwing them out in the road like a terrorist. I forget which hurricane that was because they all blended together. But we were coming out of Tallahassee going toward Perry, and there's all these cars in the road. And we're just like, what the hell? And we stop, and there's people screaming at us, and I'm just like, stop yelling. And I'm just like, get out of the road. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, let's have this conversation in the ditch. I'm just like, get out of the effing road. Like, let's go over there. God damn. Well, somebody comes running up to us hysterical. It's like, there's a guy with a chainsaw. And I'm just like, what? Apparently, there was like a guy that was cutting up a big ass tree branch on the side of the road and throwing the logs in the road, and a car hit it and like went airborne and like smoked the ditch and like blew 3 out of 4 tires because it like ran over this giant like log. And sure as shit, there was a bunch of logs there. Like apparently like somebody saw this guy like run back into the woods too. So I don't know what kind of Florida man shit was going on, but something not good was going on. Because like there was a guy just like lumberjacking and chucking the logs into the middle of the freaking state highway. Like I legitimately did not believe any of it until I was there for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, that actually is what happened. Okay, I was skeptical at first. I'm like, there's no way that's what happened. No, it happened. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, crazy stuff that happens. That's for sure. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, people, like, there really is a lifestyle of this out here, and it's interesting, to say the least. You get familiar with a lot of places. A lot of back roads. Man, I tell you, I didn't expect this today, though. I never would have guessed we would have had... I mean, we were basically continuously with some sort of a tornado warning storm the entire time. In fact, it was the entire time, so... that does not happen often.
Volume 2.
So I kind of expect not really tomorrow. Tomorrow don't look that great. I think Monday is the better day, but there should be, I think Sunday, Monday, we'll have some activity coming up soon. We'll have plenty of stuff to do here, it looks like. I do kind of think that we're going to be done with like big severe weather events, like big organized severe weather events for a little while, but I think there's going to be these types of days like this. Almost missed today, though. Almost. If I would have left any later, even 10 minutes later, probably would have missed a good chunk of that. So you really had to kind of be out ahead of that damn thing to really see much. You know, at least for like cloud structure and stuff. I mean, wind and rain, you can see that anywhere, but... Tell you what, short-lived storms today, though. 2.5 hours, maybe, tops. Yeah, this stuff's pretty much cleared out of here. So there's one remaining severe thunderstorm warning, and it's southwest of Iowa City. That one actually don't look too darn bad. It's for baseball-sized hail. That one really doesn't look that bad. Maybe we should have stayed with it. It's alright. I think we did alright. That was kind of like the backside of everything, too. That's that stuff that had formed closer to Marshalltown, like that secondary blob. Yeah, they had 3-inch hail reported supposedly on that one by Ryan, which is when it got super, super windy. That's why I was trying to stay the hell away from that. But that area was by Ryan. If you look up Ryan, Iowa, with an R, that's where most of the power lines and trees down and all sorts of stuff, and a little bit of street flooding. Basically, from what I was hearing on the radio, that's where all that was. That swath right through there. But anyway, folks, definitely encourage you guys to look at our website. It's all new. Posting more and more of our progress on there. A lot of stuff I need to catch up on here. Got our website and associated links there pinned in the YouTube chat. But I had a decent time, you know, and it's 7:30, so I really was kind of thinking this was going to end up being a long day. I thought I was going to end up in, like, Des Moines at 10 at night or something. But that's not the case, thankfully. It's been a month since we've had something like this, with the exception of we had those severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings and stuff. Was that a week ago or was that 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. Southeast Wisconsin. We had those, but that wasn't that great. Other than that, it was the damn tropical depression thing. All right, guys, I'll probably get off of here, I think, because that was definitely it. I mean, we are 1000% done. Worth it, though. Definitely worth it. So they're continuing that severe thunderstorm warning down there. It's going to be approaching Washington, Iowa shortly. They did downgrade it to golf ball size hail, but 70-mile-an-hour winds possible now. But yeah, that's that. I don't have anything else. I'm done. I'm gonna go home, I guess. So it's nice to be back at this. I mean, very used to the past. I mean, shit. The end of April all the way through almost the end of June, it was a live stream every single day. And you really get used to that. I kind of like that. I mean, we had something to do basically every day.
Start my way. I'm gonna do traffic stuff here.
It's kind of weird, you know, basically the past month. I haven't had something to do every day. I mean, I've been busy every day, but not driving around. So I hope you guys all have a good night. Enjoy your Friday night, I guess.
Traffic stop on Helena Road, just off of 14. Wisconsin truck, William Paul, 5682.
I'll see you guys probably not tomorrow, maybe. Looks like there might be something in western Iowa tomorrow, and I really don't feel like driving all the way to Omaha in the morning, but if I have to, fine. But maybe something tomorrow. More likely Sunday and Monday, and then probably Tuesday as well. So there will be stuff to do, and I will see you guys then.